Before you buy the WiiM Amp, there are a few important things you should know. While it's one of the most recommended streaming amplifiers on the market today, it's not necessarily the right choice for every setup. In this video, we'll cover the key factors that most reviews overlook, including speaker matching, room size, streaming features, and who this amplifier is really designed for. By the end, you'll know whether the WiiM Amp is a perfect fit for your system, or if you should consider something else instead. WiiM Amp. The WiiM Amp has quickly become one of the most talked about streaming amplifiers in its price range. It's compact, easy to set up, and combines music streaming, amplification, and app control into a single device. For many people, it looks like the perfect all-in-one solution, but popularity doesn't automatically mean it's the perfect choice for every listener. One of the biggest reasons people end up disappointed isn't because the amplifier fails to deliver. It's because they expect it to do something it was never designed to do. That's why taking a closer look before buying can save both money and frustration. Many buyers compare the WiiM Amp with traditional stereo amplifiers that cost significantly more and expect the same driving power, connectivity, or upgrade flexibility. In reality, the WiiM Amp is designed around simplicity and convenience. Understanding its purpose is the first step toward deciding whether it's actually the right amplifier for your system. Instead of asking whether it's the best amplifier overall, ask a better question. Is it the best amplifier for the way you actually listen to music? That single question changes the entire buying decision. One of the biggest mistakes people make happens before they even power on the amplifier. They focus entirely on the specifications of the WiiM Amp while giving very little attention to the speakers they're planning to use. An amplifier and a pair of speakers work as a team. If one doesn't match the other, the final result may never reach its full potential. Some speakers are relatively easy to drive, while others demand more power depending on their design and listening levels. That doesn't automatically make one better than another. It simply means matching components thoughtfully is important. Before buying the WiiM Amp, take a few minutes to understand your speaker's basic requirements. Looking at impedance, sensitivity, and your typical listening volume can help set realistic expectations. A well-matched system often sounds more balanced and enjoyable than a collection of expensive components that don't complement each other. Many experienced listeners spend just as much time choosing compatible speakers as they do choosing the amplifier itself. That balance often has a greater impact on the overall listening experience than chasing the highest power numbers on a specification sheet. The streaming features most buyers never fully use. One of the biggest reasons the WiiM Amp has become so popular isn't just because it's an amplifier. It's because it combines streaming, wireless connectivity, and smart home integration into one compact device. Yet surprisingly, many buyers end up using only a small fraction of what it can actually do. For many people, the WiiM Amp becomes nothing more than another Bluetooth amplifier. While Bluetooth is convenient, it isn't always the feature that makes this product stand out from the competition. The real strength of the WiiM Amp comes from its network streaming capabilities. Whether you're playing music over Wi-Fi, accessing high-resolution streaming services, or controlling playback from a WiiM Home app, the experience becomes smoother, more stable, and capable of delivering higher quality audio than relying solely on Bluetooth. Taking a few minutes to explore these features can completely change the way you use the amplifier every day. Think of Bluetooth as the quick and convenient option, while network streaming is designed for longer listening sessions and a more complete music experience. Understanding that difference helps you get far more value from the WiiM Amp. Room size can completely change your experience. Another mistake people make before buying the WiiM Amp is assuming it will perform exactly the same in every room. In reality, the room itself plays a major role in how your system sounds. The same amplifier and speakers can create very different listening experiences depending on the size of the room, furniture placement, and even the distance between you and the speakers. This isn't a weakness of the amplifier. It's simply how home audio works. In a smaller room, the WiiM Amp can easily create an immersive listening experience when paired with suitable speakers. In much larger spaces, however, expectations should remain realistic. Before buying, consider where the amplifier will actually be used. Matching equipment to your listening environment often makes a bigger difference than chasing higher specifications. Many experienced audio enthusiasts don't choose equipment based only on specifications. They choose products that fit the room they're listening in. That's often the difference between a system that sounds impressive on paper and one that genuinely sounds enjoyable every single day. Who should buy the WiiM Amp? So, after looking at everything, who is the WiiM Amp actually built for? It's an excellent choice for listeners who want a clean, modern streaming amplifier that combines convenience with impressive sound quality. If you enjoy wireless music, prefer a simple setup, and want everything controlled from a single app, the WiiM Amp offers a very compelling package. However, if your priority is driving extremely demanding speakers, building a heavily expandable hi-fi system, or chasing maximum power for a very large listening room, you may want to compare with amplifiers designed specifically for those situations. The best audio equipment isn't always the most expensive, and it isn't always the one with the longest specification sheet. It's the product that fits your room, your speakers, your listening habits, and your expectations. That's exactly why understanding the WiiM Amp before buying is much more valuable than simply following online recommendations. A smart purchase begins with realistic expectations. When the amplifier matches your needs instead of just the latest trend, you'll spend more time enjoying your music and less time wondering whether you bought the wrong equipment. When people compare amplifiers, they usually focus on the price of the amplifier itself. But building a great audio system often involves more than a single purchase. The WiiM Amp may simplify your setup, but there are still other components that influence your overall experience. Good speakers, proper speaker cables, a reliable internet connection for streaming, and thoughtful speaker placement all contribute to the final sound. Ignoring these factors can leave you wondering why the system doesn't meet your expectations. Instead of spending your entire budget on the amplifier alone, think about the complete listening system. A balanced setup with quality speakers and proper placement often delivers a far more satisfying experience than pairing an excellent amplifier with components that don't complement it. In home audio, every part of the system works together. Many experienced hi-fi enthusiasts upgrade their systems one step at a time. That approach allows every improvement to be heard clearly while avoiding unnecessary spending on features that may never be used. The WiiM Amp is an impressive all-in-one streaming amplifier, but like any piece of audio equipment, its performance depends on how well it matches your speakers, your room, and your listening habits. Buying the right amplifier isn't about following trends. It's about building a system that works for you. If this guide helped you make a more informed decision, don't forget to subscribe to Zyno for more amplifier buying guides, setup tips, and practical hi-fi advice. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.